That Uncle Lefty?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
All right, all right.
That sounds good.
Got you taking a nap.
Did you have a nice nap?
Yeah.
Good for you. We're just talking about the Hammond Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, well, I remember you guys talked about it here a while back. I'm trying to get an interview and talk about Hammond Yellow Jackets.
I was going to ask you about that. This was like two years ago or so, and then just something happened.
I recall, and we let it slip by.
And you got sick.
Yeah, there you go.
Because it was like a weekend you had to go in for your doctor's appointment or something like that. So. But yeah, we were getting some good information from what Ray was talking to you about yesterday. So that was pretty neat. But I was wondering, before you played there, did you play in grade school?
No, not. Well, yeah. We had a little kind of a get. It wasn't sponsored by the school, no.
Yeah, so it wasn't a school team.
St. Mary's. Okay. It was from St. Mary's School, and there were. Oh boy, I don't know if I could remember the guys. I remember walking down. We had a team, a football team at St. Mary's on Merrill Street in East Hammond. And we walked to north side of Hammond to play, what's the name of that school over there? St. Casimir's?
Oh, St. Casimir?
Casimir, St. Casimir.
Okay.
And north side of Hammond. Your mama would know.
I'll bet she'd know St. Casimir.
I think
I think she'd know St. Casimir.
St. Casimir's. I think there's a... That's the only Catholic school there, ain't it?
I think so. Hold on, let me ask.
Hammond. Yeah, we're
was there a St. Casimir's on North Hammond? Yeah, she says St. Casimir.
Yeah, St. Casimir. Anyway, we walked down there to play them guys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we walked down there from East Hammond.
Oh.
A bunch of us guys. And I remember playing against later on when I went to high school.
Yeah.
That I had realized after being in school a couple of years that I played against Sabola, guy that played for Hammond High. He was a fullback for Hammond High, and Stan, I think his name was Stan Sabola.
Yeah.
And he's the only guy that I can remember. But he played with that team that we played against. And he was a fullback then. When he come to Hammond High, he played for Hammond High. And when I found out, when I came out in my junior year for football,
yeah,
that I first met him. And then we happened to talk about, grade school to football. And we recalled our game.
So you were playing on the same team in high school? I
was what?
Were you at Hammond High in high school?
In high school, yeah.
Oh, okay, so you were on the same team then?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's how we met.
Oh, all right. Mm-hmm. Okay, so you played junior and senior.
Yeah, and we discussed that game, and they beat us. Oh, I know, they beat us pretty bad.
Wow.
Then we had to go walk home after we took a licking from them guys. But it kind of reminds me of that. Stan Sabola was a pretty good football player. He was a fullback.
Fullback?
And
did he play fullback in high school?
Huh?
Did he play fullback in high school then, at Hammond High?
He did, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's who he played for.
Well, what were you playing in high school?
That was his position.
Yeah.
Now, how was that?
And then what were you playing in high school?
Well, I came out in my junior year.
Yeah.
And I happened to be... I didn't want to go out for football. My brother Walter kept pushing me and pushing me. He was playing with the Yellow Jackets at the time.
Oh, he was already?
He was going to Hammond High at the time.
Oh.
Yeah, my brother Walt was still at Hammond High.
Wow.
And Coach Huffine was on him all the time. He said, why don't you come out for the team, for the high school team? Oh, he says, nah, I have more fun. He says, I have a lot of fun playing with these guys, and I enjoy the game. Well, Huff knew he enjoyed the game, you know. And that was one reason he wanted him, because Walt was pretty good size, too.
Mm-hmm.
He played fullback for the Yellow Jackets.
Mm-hmm.
He was he must have been about an inch taller than me. He was right around 6 foot.
So when you were in...
about 215 pounds.
Okay, and then what were you? You were 5'11"?
I was about 5'11", and I weighed in high school. Well, when I was wrestling, I weighed 165. I went out for football. I put on a little weight. I was right around 175 pounds.
Oh, great.
And I played a halfback, and I was pretty fast. Matter of fact, when I did come out, before I come out for football, I decided to go out for track.
Oh.
And when I was out for track, you remember a guy by the name of Walter Yablonowski?
I don't.
Well, you would know. Anyway, he was on a track team, and he was a dash man. He ran the 220 and the 100-yard dash.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember racing, in practice against Wally and a couple other guys for a 100-yard dash. And he just beat me by maybe a yard. I was right behind him.
Wow. Do you know what your time was?
I don't recall exactly. Somewhere around 11 seconds, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty fast.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty fast.
They wanted me to stay for track. Let's see, I don't remember the coach's name. Tim. No, I can't recall his name. But anyway, in the meantime, football started, and my brother was on me all the time. So I said, okay, I'll go out. So I went out, and I went down to the locker room and asked the guy for a football suit. So he gave me some whole bunch of junk,
The old stuff.
I put her on, I went out in the field. I was started to kick the ball. And I was kicking the ball like across, not the widthwise.
Uh-huh.
And the football field is about 55 yards, I think, wide. Well, I was booting it from one end to the other. And Coach Huffine was on one side of the field, and he happened to notice some guy booting that ball. He wanted to know who it was. He didn't know he had a kicker like that.
I'd say.
Oh, somebody told him, some rookie just come out to football. I think they call him a Lefty something or other. So he said, well, call him over here, I want to talk to him. So I got over to the coach, and he asked me my name, and I told him, I says, Coach, I'm out here, my brother keeps telling me I can make the team. So here I am. My name is Golarz, John Golarz, a lefty they call me. I'm left-handed. I said, I know you kick that ball pretty good. I said, well, I can throw a ball a little farther than that. He said, you can. So he says, well, you go ahead. I'll talk to you later. So the following day, he was on me. And he wanted to see me throw a ball. First thing you knew, I knew I was on a team.
There you go.
Yeah.
But you didn't play quarterback, did you?
Pardon?
You didn't play quarterback, did you?
No, I played halfback.
Oh, okay.
And I was I thought they'd even when I played, I was disappointed I didn't carry the ball as much as I should have. But the coach found out I could block.
Oh, I see.
So I was a block and a half.
Yeah, even then they needed the blockers.
And we used the old Notre Dame system. The shift, the way the old Notre Dame system. 1, 2, 3, 4. You kind of danced. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. It was like a dance.
Mm-hmm.
Every time the quarterback would call her a hike, we go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, either to the left or to the right. And we got it down pat real good.
Wow.
And I remember that. I can still do that. I go through that 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, that the old Notre Dame system.
Did you play defense?
Oh, yeah. I played both ways.
Yeah, I figured you would.
Yeah. I played, not a blocker, but right behind the center. What do you call that guy?
Linebacker?
Linebacker, yeah.
Yep.
So I played right behind Maury Zlotnick.
Ah, you were the middle linebacker.
Right in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And Maury at the time, when he was a junior, when I come out for, well, wait a while, no, he had one more. The year I played with him was his last year. Then I came out for another year, in my senior year. Maury was graduated. Mm-hmm. He went to, what's the name of that college over here in Indiana?
Purdue?
No, the smaller college. What the hell's the name of it?
St. Joe? Valpo? St. Joe? Valpo? Butler?
Butler.
Oh.
I think he went to Butler. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. And he played center there.
Oh, okay.
And he was good, yeah.
Now, what year are we talking about here when you're in high school?
Well, when I was my high school years were from 1930 to 34.
Oh, well, now when did you see Jim Thorpe play?
Huh?
When did you see Jim Thorpe play?
When did what?
You saw Jim Thorpe?
Oh,
play
I saw
football?
Jim Thorpe play when I was a younger. I was about 8 or 9 years old, maybe less than that.
Oh.
Maybe 7 or 8.
Okay.
Yeah, over in Turner Field.
And that was in Hammond?
In Hammond, yeah. They used to have a field there, right alongside the river, on the north side.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. I forget. Turner Field, they called it. Remember?
Well, now, I don't know Turner Field, because, I don't know Hammond that well.
Turner. Turner Field, it used to be called.
Was it an exhibition game?
No, this wasn't an exhibition game.
Oh.
Well, yeah, let me put it that way. They played some kind of Hammond boosters at the time.
Well, what team was he on?
Huh?
What team was Jim Thorpe playing for?
He was playing with some team from out of Chicago.
Oh, okay.
And because he was at that time he was playing all over the country.
Mm-hmm.
That was after. Oh, let's see. I don't know too much about it. All I know is I remember walking down there to see him play. You had to pay to get in, and I couldn't afford to. I remember, waiting out by the gate outside, looking through the fence, and there was a fairly good crowd. But what the hell? 7, 8-year-old kid, what the hell do you remember? From years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I did see him in a suit,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't recall what the color suit he had on at the time or who the team consisted of. But he traveled at that time. He was traveling all over the country playing in exhibition. It was like an exhibition game.
He was barnstorming.
Right. he needed money,
Yeah.
and he was making money then.
Did you see? Could you tell if he was a good player? I mean, did he?
I never talked to him.
Did he make any good
But
plays
at
while
the
you were
time,
watching?
I knew who Jim Thorpe was.
I see.
You read about him and you heard about him.
Oh.
Everybody knew Jim Thorpe.
Oh.
You know what he did when he went to the for the United States in the Olympics.
Yes.
Guys, he broke all kind of records, made all kind of new records, got trophies and dashes, jumping, running, and then they found out later on that he played he got paid for some games while he was an amateur, and they stripped him of all of his trophies that he got. Then there was a big stink about it. I guess the papers were all over. Well, everybody knew about it. It was all over the newspapers about Jim Thorpe being a professional, and while supposedly an amateur was getting money for playing,
Yeah.
But he was doing that
Yeah.
after the Olympics,
Yeah. I think he
And
got
he
his
was
medals
broke.
back years later, I guess.
He needed some money,
Yeah.
tried to make some money, and then,
That was that.
but the real bad thing about it was the stripping of his trophies, taking
Right.
all his trophies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then when he died, I heard they gave back posthumously all of his trophies.
Right. I think they did. Well, now, so going back then to the Yellow Jackets,
Yeah.
were you getting paid to do that then once you left the high school to play for Hammond?
No, I wouldn't get my brother played for the Yellow Jackets when he was in high school,
Yeah.
but I didn't.
Okay.
I played just with the Hammond High in my junior and senior years,
Right.
and then I never went out for football my freshman and sophomore years. But when I did go out, I only went out because my brother kept telling me, come on, well, that you can make the same shit you can make. Hey, they ain't got nobody on that team. So you can make it easy, And I said, yeah, I don't know. I didn't want to play football. So, but I got talked into it, and I enjoyed it. I played 2 years as a regular. In my senior year, matter of fact, I played, I forget that guy's name that I beat out in right half. He was a regular on the team for a couple of years, and I beat him out of it when I come out for football. Halfine put me in because I was a better blocker than he was. I was faster than he was. I had a better arm than he had. So they had to put me in. What the hell was his name? I can't think of his name. He was a right half. And let's see, I think he had a kid brother that played with him. And he played on a team, but I think he played in a line, his brother. I can't think of his name, but there were two. It might come to me. There was a set of brothers that played. And he didn't get to play much in that final year. That was his final year, senior year.
Senior.
Because I was there. I was taking his place.
Yeah.
But in my senior year, I got hurt in practice just before the season opened up.
Oh, okay.
And I had to lay off, I think, 1 or 2 games.
Did you hurt your knee or?
No, I straight-armed a guy, my left arm, my passing arm. I was running with the ball, and this was at Turner Field. Not Turner Field, I beg your pardon. At the Wicker Park. And the Hammond High had a spot in the park where we used to practice. And we were scrimmaging one day. I was running around the end, and just as the guy was gonna throw a tackle at me, I caught him in the head with my arm as a straight arm, but he got hold of my arm, my left arm. I had the ball in my right hand. I was scooting around the left end, and when he hit me, got my arm, he didn't let go. And when I fell, a couple other guys fell on my arm and twisted it just the opposite way that it should have went, you know, right at the shoulder. Oh boy, did that hurt. I was out he took me to a chiropractor. And the guy worked on me for a while, only one time.
Yeah.
And I had to, I dressed for every game, and the first 2 games when I was hurt. Actually, I was hurt there was a big article in the Hammond Times, Lefty Golarz out with bad shoulder. Yeah. Had a big article in the Hammond Times in the sport page. Yeah. And they put a shoulder pad, on my shoulder pad they put what do you call, underneath a sponge.
Okay.
And laid the shoulder pad right over the top of that sponge. But you know, that damn sponge hurt me more than the damn shoulder pad. You know, I mean, it hurt me more than it was doing me any good. I tried to tell the coach. I said, "Ah, damn it." I said, I'd just soon play without a shoulder pad. I said, that damn thing hurts.
Wow.
But he didn't play me much in the first couple games. And then the final end of the season, what was it? We played 10 games, something like that. I think the last games I played.
What was your record?
But I had
year?
a rough time with it.
Mm-hmm.
I had my shoulder never did heal until about the end of the season.
I see.
It started to feel good, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, I wouldn't say the end of the season, but the halfway. Maybe we had 5 or 6 more games left.
Mm-hmm.
And I played my regular position.
What was your record that year? Do you remember?
As a running back?
I mean, I was thinking more, the team record, 1-loss record.
Oh, I don't remember, to tell you the truth. I had a book, but I don't know what I did with it.
Oh, a scrapbook?
No, a yearbook, you know.
Oh, okay.
That give you all the statistics of the games.
Okay.
And, a regular yearbook. I had one for 1933 and 1932 and 1933. A yearbook. But it covered the seasons, of 30. A yearbook 32 covered a yearbook for the season for football, 32, and 33 covered the 33 year of football, and I graduated in 34.
Okay. I see.
So I couldn't play. You don't play, in your graduating year. That's not the football season.
Right.
Because you graduate, in the summertime.
Well, you were
So
healed?
Huh?
So your shoulder wasn't bothering you then when you decided
My
to play?
shoulder was okay then.
Okay. So when you
Yeah,
started
it
to
was
play
all
with the Hammond Yellow Jackets, your shoulder was okay?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I played with the Hammond Yellow Jackets then. My brother had me come out. My brother kind of coached the team.
Oh.
Yeah. And he got a lot of information from some of the guys that played with the old Hammond Boosters. The old Hammond Boosters. I saw them play. when I was going to high school.
And were they like a
Even
semi?
in grade school, I saw them. I think I was in grade school when I saw some of the guys. Well, I saw, and at that time, what I know about football, I was just a kid, you know.
Yeah.
And I used to go down there and see because everybody was going down, and they had a football a field. It was unusual. There's no fence around it. It was a nice field, I can recall, but it was on Field Street in Hammond, East Hammond.
Yeah.
You know where Fields is?
I don't.
Well, Fields on Columbia. Columbia Avenue runs north and south, and it runs like from, well, just to give you an idea, let's see, what store is there on Columbia? Field Street ran all the way to, it ran north and south. Just like Calumet Avenue, running north and south.
Yeah.
And, well, between Field Street and East Hammond, between Field Street and wait a while. Calumet Avenue runs north and south. So does Fields. Oh, so no, Columbia Avenue. Let me take that back. Columbia Avenue. You know where Columbia is?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember? I don't know if you recall the theater that was on Columbia Avenue.
Oh, I don't remember it. No, I don't.
There used to be a theater. I forget the name of it. Damn it.
On Columbia, a movie theater.
On Columbia Avenue.
Was there a movie theater on Columbia Avenue?
Columbia Avenue.
Mom remembers it.
Huh?
She says there were two of them.
Say that again, Tony. There were two. Tony?
Yeah, one was on the west side of the street.
You mean the theaters?
Cereals. Yeah.
You remember? Columbia Avenue used to be a Columbia Theater. That was the first theater in Hammond.
Okay. It was the Columbia Theater.
One of the first, I should say, because there were a couple of them down.
Okay, it was a little theater.
Yeah. We used to call it the Garlic House.
We used to call it the what? The Garlic House?
We called it the Garlic House. Us guys from East Hammond.
Oh, okay. Mom remembers that.
Your mother probably recalls it, Columbia Avenue.
Yeah.
Well, across the street later on, they built another theater right across the street.
Yeah.
And they tore down the Garlic House.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It used to cost me a nickel to go to that show and see a double, what do you call it, double header?
Double feature.
Double feature.
Yeah.
Yeah. And nickel. And I couldn't, I had a hard time to get the damn nickel every Saturday.
But, and so the football field was near the theater?
Oh, the football field. This football field was on Field Street.
Okay.
Now, Field Street ran from, let me start off with the streetcar line. There was a streetcar line from Hammond, downtown Hammond, a run down Holman Street, south. And it run to Standard, well, no, wait. What the hell's the name of that street? One of the main streets in East Hammond. Oh, God. Well, you don't... Is your mother there?
Yeah.
Ask her if she remembers Brooks' house.
Do you remember Brooks' house?
Yes.
Where was that?
What was the name of the
Conkey.
street? Conkey Street.
Conkey and Howard.
Conkey and Howard. Okay, that was Brooks' house. All right. So, what do you call it? The streetcar.
Yeah.
Came down from downtown Hammond. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Come to Conkey Street.
Yeah. Conkey.
And it would turn left on Conkey Street going towards East Hammond. And it would go past, how many different streets? It'd go all the way to Columbia Avenue.
Yep.
And that was the end of the line. And there was a turnaround right there at the end of the line.
Oh, all right.
Where the streetcar would back off and then come down, maybe half a block away and make its turn.
Mm-hmm.
And it would kind of reverse itself and come back to go back downtown. Well, that was where it did that was on Fields Street, Fields and Columbia.
Okay.
All right. Now, Fields Street was just a short field. That was the end of Fields Street.
Yep.
The other end of it ran to... It ran north, east and west. And I'm talking about Field Street. That was the end of the line for the streetcar. However, you could get off there, and you could walk because there was no buses then. You could take a walk down Field Street east to Pullman Standard.
Okay.
And that run right into the main gate of Pullman Standard.
Yeah.
All right. Before you hit Pullman, and that would be like, let's see, how far would that be? I would say approximately half a mile from where the streetcar ended, and you would walk down Field Street to Pullman Standard to the main gate.
Mm-hmm.
That was the main gate. Well, now, halfway to Pullman Standard from Columbia Avenue, on the left-hand side, there's the people by the name of Yashinsky had a hotel. A lot of people that worked at Pullman Standard lived there.
Yeah.
A lot of the, officers,
Okay.
big shots, lived there. Well, later on, they built a section over there just for the Pullman Standard officials. I forget what they called that section. But anyway, right there on that corner, that was about a block away from Pullman Standard. And I would say like 3 blocks away from the other side, from the other end.
And that was the field was right there.
And right there in that corner there, they had that football field.
Yeah.
And who owned it? Nobody. I don't know who owned it. Maybe it was part of Pullman Standards, but it was not fenced in.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's where the old, boosters, Hammond boosters, they call themselves. Well, I happened to know the guy that played fullback. And I was trying to tell my son, Ray, what this guy's name was, but I can't remember now whether I told him the name. Because I don't recall it now.
Mm-hmm.
But we called him, he had a nickname called Grisha.
Grisha.
Grisha. Fatty. We called him Fatty Grisha. He was about a 220-pound fat guy, about 5'10". He played fullback for that team. Now, he's about the only guy that I can recall from the team because he used to live on the next block over from where I lived in East Hammond.
Okay.
I lived on Moss Avenue, and Patty Grisha lived on Cleveland Street. That was the next block south of us.
Oh.
Yeah, he had a brother, two brothers, Alex. Let's see. I don't know if I gave my son the name. It might have came to me at the time, and now I can't remember it. But I think I told him the last name of.
It wasn't Hudusky, was it?
That's it, Hudusky.
It was, okay.
Alex Hudusky was one of the brothers.
And Pete.
And Pete Hudusky. They were two younger brothers as Patty Grisha.
Okay.
Now, Patty Grisha, I don't remember his name. But all I knew him by was his nickname.
Oh,
And he was the oldest of the Hudusky boys.
Now, he was the one that sort of organized the Yellow Jackets then?
No.
Okay.
No, he didn't organize us, but he did take a lot of interest in us when we... I don't know how we got together, to tell you the truth, because I was asked by my brother, he said, hey, why don't you come out there, we're going to have a football. Or we have a football. Oh, no, because I'll tell you why. My brother was already playing with the Hammond Yellow Jackets for 2 years while he was in high school.
Okay, that's right. You said he played in high school.
Yeah, he was in high school, and he was playing with them.
Yeah.
And Huffine was on his tail all the time, wanting him to quit playing the Yellow Jackets and play with the Hammond High. And my brother didn't want to play for the high school. He said, nah, he says, I'm enjoying myself now. So he just stayed with the Yellow Jackets. And yeah, they had a team 2 years before I even went to high school. I was in the 8th grade or 7th grade when my brother was or should have been up in high school. Well, he was in high school, but he was only a freshman. See, my brother graduated 2 years before I did.
Okay. Hey, I got to interrupt you for a minute here. Somebody wants to talk to you.
Yeah.
Hold on a minute. There's a surprise for you.
Oh, really?
Hold on.
Jak tam squeegee?
Huh?
Jak tam squeegee, Pamawa?
Yeah, jak tam speaky.
Yeah. Jak tam squeegee, yeah. So how's it going?
Oh, it's going all right.
So you're on vacation in the land of life?
You're right.
Yes. So is Marianne making you stuffed cabbage and pierogies and everything?
No.
No.
I'm too busy to do that.
Oh, so you're making it.
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
Oh, how cool.
Ain't that nice? Would you
Yeah.
like me to make you some pierogi?
Yeah, then I'll come down and visit you.
Hey, come down here.
And then what do you want?
Yeah,
Oh,
I know how to make pierogi.
and then I could bring you some kishka, huh?
There you go.
Yeah.
How are you, kid?
I'm doing real good, and you?
This is my favorite niece, ain't it?
Yes, this is your favorite nieces. That's right.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Mm-hmm.
So what are you doing over there?
Visiting Auntie Rose, we went shopping, and then we had to come back because there was a lot of storms this way. They had a lot of tornado warnings.
Yeah, we had a lot of rain here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it rained pretty hard here today.
Yeah, it rained a lot the last 3 days.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because they said that Shelbyville, well, the Calumet River is up to like
Oh, really?
14 feet. So they says, yeah, and they usually crest at 16 feet. So.
Holy mackerel.
And then the river down in Shelby, Indiana, on Route 41, and the Samava resorts in that area.
Samava, yeah.
Yeah, they're supposed
That's
to crest.
the old river.
Right, it's supposed to crest on Sunday.
Oh, kid.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh, that's a flood.
Exactly.
Yeah, that Shelby area, yeah, I know that.
Uh-huh.
I know that.
Didn't you have some relatives that lived over there?
The what?
The Sooms or something like that?
How's that again?
Or, maybe, I know my parents knew some people that lived over there, just the resorts. In Shelby, the Samava resorts.
Yeah, well, how about it?
Yeah.
What, you You say you know somebody there?
My mom and dad knew somebody that lived over there in that area.
Well, I worked in a mill with some guys from that area.
Mhm.
Yeah, they lived out in that Shelby area.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you guys do? Play cards and all that stuff, Ray?
No, honey, I haven't been playing any cards. They're busy. They're busier than heck.
Oh yeah.
Ray's always doing something, typing something out, or what's her name is on the
computer.
On the computer, yeah. They're pretty busy people. Yeah.
Yeah. And then what'd you do for Easter?
Easter, honey, when was Easter? I don't know. I was pretty sick.
Did Tanya come home for Easter?
You know what, honey? I'm so. If you ask me what happened last June or last, I just can't remember things. I was either sick or I was at a doctor. Or I was being operated on. I saw more doctors in my lifetime than, oh my God, so far in the last 6 months. There you go into the doctor, you know. And you talk about playing cards or enjoying yourself. I haven't doing that very much.
Did you bring in your Polish tapes down there?
My what, honey?
Your Polish tapes?
Polish tapes?
Your Polish cassettes that I made you. Your Polish music.
Oh, no, I don't know what I did, honey.
Oh my gosh, we're gonna have to send you some.
Wait a while, you did, yeah. Well, I'll bet you I left them by Barb's.
Yeah, we're gonna have to send them down there to you.
I better find out what I did with them. I didn't even get to play them, honey. Tell you the truth.
Yeah, because even at night though, when you're and sleeping or relaxing, my dad used to put on his polka tapes, and before you knew it, he fell asleep.
Yeah, well. There's times when I don't need anything to make me fall asleep.
Yeah. Now, was Tanya down there, or how about any of the boys, Michael, or did they?
Michael, he's in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
He lives there, and their baby is 7 or 8 months old, I think. And Tommy, he's in the young boy. You know,
yeah, he's in Pennsylvania.
He's in Pennsylvania at college. And the
Danny.
doctor drops by here every so often.
Oh, really, Dr. Scott? And where's he at now? He's in Texas, isn't he?
No, not yet.
Okay.
But he's going to be going to Texas pretty soon.
Okay.
Yeah, he's in Kentucky.
Oh, Kentucky.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's you know where we keep all our money? The United States.
Treasury?
What's the name of that place?
Where do we keep all the money in the United States? The Treasury. Fort Knox.
The Treasury, yeah, Fort Knox.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's over there. He's in a hospital there.
Oh, wow. So he's close.
Yeah, he's pretty close to home.
Yeah.
It takes him a little over 2 hours to get over here.
Oh, that's a lot better than...
But he's busier than hell.
Yeah. And how about Danny?
Danny, he's... I forget the name of that country he's in.
He's in Arizona? Is he? Oh.
No, he's in a foreign country.
He's in a foreign country right now. I didn't know that.
He teaches over there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's a teacher in a foreign country.
Wow, what foreign country is Danny, do you know, Tony?
What do you call one of them?
Thailand? China?
Thailand or something like that.
Korea?
Korea.
You ought to be in Poland teaching, no.
I think you're right. I think it's Korea.
Oh, wow. I thought he was in Arizona.
No, hell no.
Oh, well, hell no.
But he's going to be coming home.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, he's coming home. His car is here. He's got a car, new car. It's a little job, a little Chevy. The smallest Chevy they make, he's got one of those.
Okay.
And he calls. Let's see, how long does it take? It takes like 3 days or more for a letter. And yet on the computer they can talk to each other.
Right. Yeah.
And they do that occasionally, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then and my son Ray tells me about it, you know, they talk to Danny.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
They have one of those talking computers, huh?
And it's, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's, well, practically you go around the world, you know.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, it takes so long. You know, when it tells you that how long it takes for mail to get through.
Exactly, and then you could just
Oh my God!
turn on your computer and go.
The time is so. There's let's see. I forget now what it is. It's like it's. Let's say it's Monday there, or Monday in the morning.
Right.
Over here, hell, the day ain't here yet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's like Sunday, like they're
so much faster than we are. The sun that comes up there so much quicker. And a day goes by, and we didn't even see the day yet.
Right, exactly.
So it's funny.
I know, because when I called Poland on Christmas Day, it was I came from midnight from John's house, and I had just recently for Easter I was up at 2:00 in the morning, so I figured I'd call Poland. I was waking them up because they were just getting ready to go to church. Because I went to the Carmelite church in Munster for Holy Saturday, and Uncle Lefty, it was the Polish Mass. It started at 7, and the Golarz, the Carmelites from the Golarz section of Poland, the mountain area. So they dressed in the traditional Polish costumes, and they they sang. Oh, I had goosebumps, you know, singing.
Oh,
and then for the offertory, they had.
Who'd you go with?
I bought it by myself.
Oh, you didn't.
Yes, I did. Well, my girlfriend was, she didn't feel like it's 3 hours. I go, but it's beautiful church, you know. I mean, you know, it's in the singing, and they dress in their traditional costumes. And for the offertory, they had a big pascha. They bought 2 huge hams for the priest. For the offertory, they brought pole sausage that was on a pole, like 3 different poles, and was wrapped around. They had a whole plate of punchkis. They had flowers bringing up, you know, and then the violins played, you know, the music. They played throughout the whole church, you know, for each song. They played all the old. They said at the beginning.
This was at Easter.
Yeah, at Easter. And then what the priest said at the beginning.
How about the blessing of that stuff? The bread.
Oh, you know what? That the Carmelite Fathers on. Well, you know what? The Carmelite Fathers on Saturday, before the blessing of the basket, they have it there every half hour, from 11 o'clock in the morning to 4 o'clock in the afternoon. They have blessing of the baskets every half hour.
I'll be darned.
Yeah, and the church was packed. I mean, there was no room in the seats and everything.
Well, you know what? Well, I came over here by Ray. At Easter time, we had blessing of the food here.
Oh, you did?
Doing that, they've been doing that now, Ray said, for the last 10 years.
Wow.
And Ray said, here there's more people.
Yeah.
That come to the blessing of the food. And I met the priest. I got a blessing from the priest.
Well, that's good.
And then the following, one of the, was it last week? The week before? No, last week. The priest came over and gave me communion.
Oh, but that was nice.
Yeah. They're real nice here. The people are real nice.
Yeah, we'll have to have, you know what I'll have to do is have Aunt Rose come and meet me on a train. And then leave from my house and come and see you. We'll leave Tony at home. He has to watch the dog.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sweetie.
It was good talking to you.
Oh, I love you, honey.
Oh, I was supposed to say dobro wieczór to you.
Dobry wieczór.
Yeah. Now I say
Dobry wieczór to you good night.
No, dobranoc is good night.
Dobranoc.
Dobro wieczór is good evening.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm straighten myself out on that.
I know you have to, and I think when you talk to the next lady, I think you should only talk to her in Polish.
There you go.
Ciocia Róża.
Okay.
Telephone.
Telephone, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, honey.
Okay, here's Auntie Rosie. Take care. I love you.
I love you.
Your
too.
favorite niece.
Okay. Hello.
Okay. Aren't you tired?
Yeah.
Your arms tired?
Yeah.
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 No, I'm not.
You know, I've got what do you call that? You know, when you're numb, your fingers get numb.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've got that in my arms,
Okay.
and I've had it now for about a year.
Yeah.
Oh boy, that hurts.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, when you want to eat and you hold a fork.
Oh,
And
yeah.
you can't hold the fork and it falls out of your hand.
Well, you have to have Ray get you some Asper cream and rub it on.
Asper free?
That's what I use for my arthritis.
Really?
Yeah. It wakes me up at night, so I get up and I rub a little bit on, and then it
takes
helps.
The pain away?
Well, it helps, but I don't know what you have. I know I have arthritis. See? So it all depends, you know.
Yeah, well, this is, I forgot what they call that.
Yeah.
You've probably heard of it.
Well, I probably.
Have you ever heard of that? You know, where people can't hold a fork.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah.
Well, that's what mine is.
Yeah. Well, I kind of think it could be maybe a little bit arthritis, too.
Oh,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah. Well, you want to continue talking with Tony so we can
Yeah.
take all your notes?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
Sure,
just
okay,
a minute. Okay.
Take
Tony.
care.
This-
Sure.
It's me again.
Yeah, okay, Tony.
So, you want to talk some more about the Hammond Yellow Jackets?
It's up to you. I can talk a little more.
Okay.
You want to know a little bit about it?
Yeah, because we haven't
Ray
even...
told you quite a bit.
Yeah, you know what I'm wondering? But you said you never got paid for that.
The what?
You never got paid for playing on the team.
Oh, no. We had no owner.
Okay.
No, we were just a group of guys
Oh.
that got together and wanted to play football.
Yeah.
And we challenged people who had football teams. And we traveled around the region here.
Yeah.
And
Well, now,
played the people that had teams like we did. Guys, I don't know, some of them were better organized than we were, you know.
Yeah.
We were a team.
Yeah.
And we challenged people who we thought we could play or who we thought might be of our caliber, you know. It's not like one time somebody made a rumor on, and I was hoping it was a rumor at the time, and it exactly happened the way I was hoping it did. Somebody said that the Chicago Bears wanted to practice against us guys.
oh, really?
Yeah, wanted to play us in a practice game.
Yeah.
And when we heard that, my brother Walter said, somebody's got to be crazy. Them guys will kill us.
Yeah. So they never did.
No way. It must have been a rumor. It never did come out. And we didn't want it to either because we knew who the Chicago Bears were. you
Yeah.
know.
Oh, yeah. So you weren't like a semi-pro team, were you then? You didn't play in a league. You just played other teams.
No, it was no league, no organized league. No.
I see.
No, it was not. It was just a bunch of guys that got together and decided to represent Hammond.
I see.
Yeah, we invited anybody that wanted to play, and when it seemed like if you wanted to be a pro, you wanted to get paid for it, you know.
Yeah.
But there would be guys who'd come in and asking, well, what are you going to pay us if I go in? Oh, you ain't going to get nothing. There ain't nobody getting any money out of this. When we play a game, we pass the hat around at halftime.
Yeah.
And you go around, by the people, ask, put your hat up. They'd drop in some change or $1, and the guy kept, and then that was your money.
Did you
You
actually?
didn't have to share that with and the opposing team. Let's say I played at the opposing team's home.
Yeah.
They didn't have to guarantee us anything.
Oh, okay.
No money. There was no money involved.
So you actually
We
walked
just
around.
made it on our own.
I see. And then you went out into the stands with your helmets.
No, we didn't do that.
Uh-huh.
We didn't go out. No, we had a guy that represented us.
I see.
He was our businessman, okay?
Ah, I see.
And he would have a hat on and just walk amongst the people by the seat, where the seats are. There wouldn't be, maybe sometimes there'd be a couple hundred people at a game.
Well, that's a pretty good sized crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
that's pretty good.
We were lucky to get $100 if we got $100.
And then how many guys were on the team?
And if we were out, let's say we were in Warsaw, Indiana,
Uh-huh.
and played a team up there.
Yeah.
We we had a kind of like a business manager.
Oh.
The guy took care of us. After the game, he'd have us set up for a dinner someplace, some restaurant after the game,
Mm-hmm.
things like that. And how did we travel?
Yeah.
On a truck. This guy, Mike Wusick, W-U-S-I-C, Wusick. Mike had a garage.
Okay.
He was one of the only garages in East Hammond.
Yeah.
Where they sold gasoline and oil, a regular old-time garage. And he had a truck, and he hauled us around from game to game, and home. And like when we played at the Illinois prison, Joliet State Prison, yeah. Boy, we had a rough time getting in. Because we really had to be identified.
Oh.
Yeah. It was nice. I enjoyed that playing over there.
Wow. Did they have a good field?
Yeah, they had a good field.
Oh.
And they had a pretty damn good crowd watching us, too. And they were all what do you call them?
Inmates.
Inmates, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And they beat us 6-7.
No kidding.
Yeah, had a good team.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, now how many guys did you have on your team?
We carried about somewhere around 20 to 22 guys on the team.
Oh, that was good.
Mm-hmm.
You had a full team there then.
Oh yeah, we had the full team. All right.
Okay. And did you have good equipment?
No, not what you'd call good. It was all secondhand stuff,
Yeah.
Nothing. Guys played at certain high schools,
Mm-hmm.
or they bought them on their own. But they were what you'd call regular, real good. Well, I don't know where the hell I got my equipment. I know I didn't buy it. I got it from somebody. It could have been handouts,
Yeah.
And then the high schools, they do. I don't know if they still do that. But I know I learned later on that a lot of parochial schools would get their handouts, from high schools in a region.
Yeah.
Like Morton High, they would give if they wanted some kids from a certain school to come to Morton High after grade school, they would help them out with the equipment, They had, if they were going to be buying new equipment, they would get rid of their old equipment by giving it to the grade schools that want to send some boys out there to play football.
Right. Well, now but somebody bought your uniforms, right?
Pardon?
Somebody bought the uniforms for you.
The only thing, they never bought the uniform for you. You had to buy your own stuff. The only thing you'd get, like we had handouts from politicians.
Oh.
Yeah. I forget the name of the politician who was running for mayor.
Mm-hmm.
And he bought us jerseys
I
with
see.
his name on it. Vote for so-and-so, you know.
That was Schonert.
Schonert, that's it. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, Mayor Schonert. Yeah, I remember he bought us a couple of years. He bought us some equipment,
Mm-hmm.
a couple of footballs, stuff like that, you know.
Right.
But they were just minor things, you know, compared to people that are, you know, we weren't out there to make a living off of our football. To us, football was a game.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a game totally, not to make money.
Yeah.
I didn't go out there so I could go on a Sunday and make up, let's say, make $5 or $10. No way. Never had that in my mind. You went out there because they had a team and you wanted to play with them.
Yeah. Yeah. I see.
And we weren't good enough, you know. Oh, we might have been if we had a little more better equipment.
Yeah. Well, what kind of
better training, you know, afterwards.
did you practice?
And then we would practice,
Yeah.
but we did it all on our own.
Oh.
We'd get together and a lot of us guys were ex-high school ball players.
Yeah.
We never had anybody that graduated a college and decided to come play with the Yellow Jackets. No. No, we were all mostly high school ball players.
Yeah.
And some guys that never even played high school ball, but were good enough that we found out to play with us. And if we thought they were good enough to play with us, they were good enough to play, or should have been playing with any high school.
Right.
Yeah. We had, and the guys were tough. They played the game because they loved it, and they were tough.
Did you,
If you got hurt,
uh-huh.
tough shit. You lived with it. We were lucky. My brother broke his leg.
During a game?
We had a game. We played, I think it was East Chicago Nighthawks or something like that. Blackhawks, Nighthawks. Anyway, I heard it when his leg broke. I heard it snap all over the field. You could just hear it like a plank. You know how you take a wooden plank, say a 1 inch by a foot, not a foot, but a long one, then you want to snap it in half, and you hear the clank.
Yep.
Well, that's what his foot or leg sounded like.
Oh, man.
And I was on the opposite end of the field, blocking for him. I was out way ahead of him. And he run off to the side for some reason or other. He couldn't get through. And he got hit just about when he hit the sideline. And you could hear that snap. I went running down there, and boy, I could see it. The bone sticking right out of his leg.
Wow.
Yeah. So we had to run a dance to pay for the doctor bill.
Oh.
We ran a dance at the Trinity Hall, sponsored by the Hammond Yellow Jackets. And I don't know what we charged at the time, somewhere around, I don't know, 50 cents, something like that, to come into that. We filled that hall up, the old Trinity Hall on Ames Avenue. We filled it up.
And that was to pay for the doctor's bill.
That was the doctor bill. Yeah. And it was advertised as such. To help for doctor bill for the Hammond Yellow Jackets.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
Well, now, you didn't play against the teams you played against. I mean, they weren't dirty players or anything. It was a good, clean game, right?
Oh yeah, they were clean games. Oh, and like any other game, you know. Every once in a while, you'd have to a referee would have to call unnecessary roughness, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, you're playing a game like that, and the guy's in earnest about playing. They get out of hand a little bit. and we would do the same.
Mm-hmm.
But we'd never really get into a fight like you see in pro ball today.
Right. Right.
That's a no-no. There ain't no way that should happen.
Yeah. Now, when you played your games, did you play at night?
No. Our games were all day games.
And were they on a Saturday?
2:00 in the afternoon.
Oh, was it like a Saturday or a Friday?
We played on a Sunday.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, we'd play on a Sunday.
So you didn't get into trouble for doing something on Sunday, huh?
No. I had to go to church in the morning.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But you got a good crowd though on a Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, we'd get a good crowd out.
Yeah.
We'd get pretty good crowds.
And then how many games did you play in a season?
We played somewhere on between 8 and 10 games, somewhere in there.
Oh, okay. Did you play like from September through October or?
Just like a regular season.
Yeah.
Just like a regular football season.
Yeah.
We didn't. I don't even recall whether they were. Whether people listened to radios at the time, to listen to professional football games like the Bears or the Chicago Cardinals. I don't know. Never paid much attention to that. Although later on in life, I remember going, not much later, remember going to football games.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go to Chicago. Watch the Chicago Cardinals play or the Chicago Bears.
Right.
And the Cards they played over Wrigley Field. I forget now. I went to see the Bears play. I seen Red Grange play.
Oh,
that's years ago. Old Galloping Ghost from Illinois.
right. So he was a good player.
Oh, you better believe it.
Oh.
Yeah, I saw him play.
Mm-hmm.
Then Renton there, a guy by the name of there. He was an All-American.
Who was that?
Redner, I think his name was. I'm just picking out a name from the air. I think that's it. That's what his name was. He was a quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Pug Rentner.
Oh.
Pug, they called him.
Oh, okay.
He was an All-American. Played with the Bears.
So did you watch a game, like a game, NFL game, and then say to yourself, well, that was a good play. Maybe we could try it when we're playing.
Oh, yeah, we'd go. Well, a lot of times, guys would come up with plays,
Oh, okay.
Which made sense.
Yeah.
Who blocks who and all that. We didn't have all that down pat.
Yeah.
Like a high school does.
Yeah.
Even the high schools were better coached than we were.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? But we did have plays.
Mm-hmm.
And Huffine made a remark to me one time. He says, "Where'd you guys get all your plays from?" I said, "Oh, we steal some from you guys."
Who asked this question?
Coach Huffine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was surprised how good we played.
Oh, okay. So he was there watching the games, huh?
I said, "Yeah, boy, I like that play you guys had there. We had some plays that I don't think he even saw."
Oh, be darned.
We like you say, we'd see the Bears play, or somebody to hear about it, and somebody'd come along and tell us, "Hey, I saw a good play the other day, this and that and the other," and we discussed plays.
Yeah.
We liked football.
Yeah.
And we tried different things, pass plays. Like I remember once we were playing down in, what's the name of that? Southern Indiana, not too far south, somewhere around the river there. Anyway, we were losing, so 6-0. We were playing this team from Warsaw, Indiana, I think somewhere around there.
Oh, okay.
I think it was down there. And but Chet Yashinsky was quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
He played for Hammond High for his last year with me. But he didn't get to play much because the regular quarterback, I forget his name now, I played with for 2 years straight. And Chet came out in his last year of high school football. And he made the team, but he didn't get to play much. But he was smart. And, football-wise, he was smart. He played a little bit with the Yellow Jackets while he was in school.
Oh, okay.
And that's when he decided to come out, when I decided to come out from football.
I see.
And Chet, we at this one game, we were getting beat by this team, and 6-0. There was about less than a minute to play, and it was 4th down, and we were like pretty far for first down, somewhere around 12, 13 yards. So we had to kick or use up the last play. There wasn't much time to play. So I said to Chet, Chet, how far can you throw that damn ball? We were on a 50-yard line, by the way.
50.
And he says, well, I don't know, I think I can hit the goalpost. I said, you're going to get far enough back? That you're going to be damn near 60 yards behind. But I'll be out there by the goalpost. I'll be right in the middle. I'll be looking for it. And I'll be breaking my ass to get down there, so don't waste any time throwing that ball. So he threw it. And I caught it. And we made the touchdown. And my brother Walt kicked the extra point. And we beat them guys 7-6.
Wow.
That was one of the most exciting games I played in.
Wow, low-scoring game.
But we did play. We did have some good games.
What was your?
We were undefeated. We were undefeated, but I can't tell you exactly what score by or who we played and when we played them. I couldn't tell you anything like that.
So what year were you undefeated?
What year?
Yes.
The Yellow Jackets were undefeated for 2 years.
Oh.
And my brother said in 1 year that he played, and he played with them for 4 years, he said they lost 1 game. And I don't know who beat them, so I couldn't tell you.
So
if my brother was alive, he could tell you a lot more because he took more interest in trying to line people up, make plays, find out who we can play. He took a lot of interest in the Yellow Jackets.
Ah.
Yeah, my brother. They called him Wolf.
Yes.
Walter Golarz.
So how many years did he play? He played for what, maybe 6 years?
He played 2 years before I ever got there.
Uh-huh.
I was in high school, and he was begging me to go. And he was in high school.
Right.
Yeah.
And then how many years after high school did he play and did you play?
Well, I played, 2 years.
2 years.
I played 2 years after high school.
Mm-hmm.
And so that last year, that was the last year we played. When he broke his leg.
Oh, yes.
That did it. Because when my brother he was the team.
Ah.
I mean, he was really the team.
Mm-hmm.
I remember if a team was running through the line on us, I'm playing backup, linebacker, and he's playing linebacker. And I told him one time, I said, damn it, I can't get to that fullback there's Wolf. I called the timeout, and I says, what the hell can we do about it? Where they're breaking through that right between the guard and tackle over there on the opposite side, and I can't get to them. It seems like just about the time I'm ready to hit the guy, somebody blocks me out. And the guy will make, maybe I get a half-ass tackle on him. I can't get to hit him right. I can't get there in time. He said, we'll see if we can do something about it. So he took over that side of the line, and he traded places with that tackle that was letting this guy come through him all the time.
Yeah.
And we put a stop to that play.
Ah.
But that's the kind of guy my brother was. He was he was hungry.
Oh.
Just loved it. He was hungry to play the game.
But then I understand after he broke his leg, then
that was it.
Then your mother burned the uniforms, the jerseys.
My mama broke it. Yeah, my mama broke it up. She burnt everything I had, and his too. It was in the wintertime, and the furnace was running.
Yeah.
Mama threw it right in the furnace. We had an old coal furnace.
Uh-huh.
She burned everything.
All the equipment.
Gears, shoulder pads, and everything.
Oh my.
Oh, I cried.
Oh.
What are you gonna do? And that was it, though.
And that was it. Well, I got one more question for you.
What you got, kid?
What number were you?
I think I played number 11.
11.
Yeah, number 11, and one year I think I had number 1.
Oh, and what did your brother have as a number?
Well, if I forget what he had. Tell you the truth, I can't recall.
Mm-hmm.
I can't recall the number.
Oh.
I should, but I can't recall it.
Well, if you think about it, let me know.
Yeah, okay, kid.
So you getting tired?
Yeah. Yeah, you take care. I'll be
Okay.
talking to you, Tony.
Well, we'll talk again about something else, I guess, maybe.
Why, sure.
Okay.
Maybe I could think up a little more about this stuff. I might be able to give on to you, but right now I broke my neck trying to think of the past, you know.
Oh, yeah.
It's so hard, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Tony.
Well, tell Ray and Mary and I said hi.
Okay, here's my son Ray here. He's waiting on the telephone.
Oh, okay. Okay.
No, he said, no, I ain't in no hurry. But here, I'm going to let you say goodbye to me and him.
Okay, that's great.
Dobranoc.
Dobranoc. That I know.
We'll talk to you guys again soon, okay?
All right, that sounds good.
Okay, Tom.
Bye, Ray.
Bye-bye.